diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the MAC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will kick it away to start. Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Irvin. Fires to the right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Irvin. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. That's caught. It's McLaughlin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm the quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Bryant. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
The 12th man, Morgan, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Using his legs to buy some time. Connection to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Irvin. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This coaching staff is trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Powers through the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Irvin. Dances away to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Got the back over the middle. Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw. It's Irvin. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Leaves it with the running back. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McLaughlin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Trojans are on the move. Wants to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Trojans in the hurry up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, USC! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. And it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air, it's Irvin. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's good. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun. He's got him still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Bring in the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Hicks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice game.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw. It's Irvin. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it left. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes a grab on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Huff. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range there. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Looks as if they'll go for two with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Back to throw, it's Irvin. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got it.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Greenville. They're up 14 over TCU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to the right. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Irvin. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
To the ground with the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets open down the middle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Irvin. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. They'll try to slam it in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Gentry. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's second and long. Off-play action. Firing to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Shoots it to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Irvin. Under fire. Got room to work. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Takes the easy completion. There he goes! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, get it on the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defense. Sneaks it in.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up. And your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Looking to throw. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Irvin. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, USC.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.